Everyone, welcome to another episode of Apologetically Me. I'm Maggie.
I'm Wanda.
And we're here with a Safe for Work episode. Feel free to listen to this episode in your workplace. Or maybe not in your workplace. It is up to you. But before you get started, Wanda, tell the people what you got going on.
So I have no real updates this week. It's just been a terrible, no good, not great month overall for everything. Life is just coming at me all at once from all different angles. Um, yeah. I don't, it's just things just keep happening and it's just it just sucks. Something happened with Jordan's aunt a few days ago. Yeah. PSA, maybe don't get sick while in a different country. Healthcare might get super expensive. I feel like once November is over, December is a new month for new beginnings, and I feel like it should be better. But
what country is she in?
Just the United States, but not like it's like a third world country, but their healthcare is pretty third world.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it sucks. This month seems like a stressful month, and I don't know why. Everything seems to be piling on at once. It's rough.
No, I agree. Everything is very hectic in November. It's truly, you know how they have a hump week? It's hump month.
I thought hump weeks was just the middle of the week.
Okay, well, the meaning is still the same, but it truly is the last time of the year to get everything in, all the bad stuff in.
Yeah, I mean, then December's better because it's Christmas and festivities and no one works and everything is okay. So, yeah, that is my update. What's your update this week?
I don't really have a huge update. I guess Spotify Wrapped is out. I actually did have an update to share with you, but I forgot it. So that's why my update this week is Spotify Wrapped. I am scared to announce that I am in the top 1% of Taylor Swift listeners this year. And if that doesn't mean anything, then sad. But also if it means something, Taylor Swift, I hope you give me free concert tickets to Toronto when you come.
Isn't there people that are in the top 0.01% of listeners or something? I feel like I've seen that before.
Probably yes, but I'm going to take the 1% and run with it because that's great.
I feel like Swifties are so aggressive. You didn't really like the album at first, but you listened to it so many times until you liked it. And I think that is aggressive.
It's, to be fair, I do that with a lot of albums. If I know I like the artist, then I'm gonna listen to their album. I did that to the 1975 too.
It's okay to not like an album that your artist puts out.
It's the music grows on you. Usually it takes me a while to like a song. Blank Space took me a long time to like.
Oh, I like that song immediately.
Yeah, see? So, I understand that it's there, but, it takes a while to build on me.
It feels like Stockholm Syndrome, but okay. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised your top person was Taylor Swift.
Thanks. But are you surprised that one of my top songs is We Don't Talk About Bruno?
No, it's a good song. I would have played it more, too. Yeah. I stopped listening to songs I think halfway through the year, so I only had pardon?
I know you're an audiobook person.
Yeah, I've been listening at the gym is when I listen to most of my music. I don't really like to listen to it any other time, but I've been really into audiobooks and podcasts for the latter half of the month. So then my Spotify Wrapped was this is me in April. That's what it felt like because I listened to these artists only around April-ish, and it's because I played them just slightly more than other ones. It's oh, these are your favorites. Yeah. So it wasn't exactly correct. I wish they had I think they actually do have a Spotify Wrapped for podcasts, but I already know which one's my top one.
Yeah, I thought they usually do include your top podcasts for the year.
Yeah, I feel like it's separate though. Like it's less hyped because
Mm,
like people aren't like hyped because you know which podcasts you listen to. You don't need to like
be reminded.
yeah, exactly. But like your music is like it's more all over the place. So it's like, ooh, what is like what did I listen to this year?
Hey, I've listened to podcast episodes more than once before because I like it so much, and I make other people listen to it too. Or like, you need a good laugh.
Our podcast, right?
Sure. um, Although if you do want to laugh, I recommend the Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend episode with Bill Hader. That's a great episode. That literally made
Mm,
me laugh and cry. Like laugh so hard that I cried. Good
fair. That
episode.
is fair.
My comfort episode.
Yeah.
Who's your beef or crush of the week?
I have so many crushes actually. Like it's I'm just gonna I'm gonna list all three of them because like I was thinking about this as you were talking, as I was actively listening to you, don't worry. Um, but I was like, oh, I have a crush on this and then this and then this. Okay. So my first crush is very quickly this celestial cold brew sweetened iced tea. Um, it's pretty good. It's like a sweet black lemony tea. And like I've been really having like big iced tea cravings recently ever since I had sweet tea in the US. They have it at McDonald's and I've never been the same since. But I've been trying to recreate it in a healthier way, so I'm not drinking like gallons of sugar. So I saw this at Walmart. I picked it up. It was great. Couldn't find it anywhere else. Bought it on Amazon. Bought like a 6 box like warehouse version of like the tea. And then I have been going through it like crazy. And it's really nice because it really puts a pep in my step and it makes me happy. So
I'm literally gonna go order this right now. Like I'm scrolling through trying to look for this.
I would say don't buy the warehouse version to try it out. I think it's
Mm.
like when I first had it, I was like, And then I was like, You know, like the kombucha girl? Like that was kind of my reaction to it.
um
Yeah.
Huh. I'm kind of iffy on trying like different cold brews because I don't know if you've ever tried the PC cold brews, like the yuzu. Don't try them. They're really like awful.
Oh, okay. I will not try those. This, if you like diet drinks, I feel like you wouldn't mind like there's like a little bit of a weird aftertaste because I don't think there's like real sugar in it or something. Because it's 0 calories, but also it's like a tea bag, so I don't know if it's just because it's not like there's not enough sugar or calories in a singular tea bag to actually report it on the nutrition facts or if they just use artificial sugar. But it's like again, healthier alternative if you do drink tea, if you like cold things like I do, recommend that. If you ever come over, I'll make you one. I'll make you a tea.
Thanks, Mom.
No problem. Um, my second crush is Zach Justice from Dropouts. It's like this podcast, and he's so chaotic. Um, and
We
go listen to like the 5 minutes of an episodes of like Dropouts, like the podcast, and you'll understand what I mean by chaos. But very good speaker. Like chaos, like how do you, like he comes up with these like insane scenarios like off the top of his head. I'm like, how do you do this? Usually really inappropriate though, but it's funny. Um, and my third crush is Everything Everywhere All at Once because I put on that movie because it's been recommended to me a lot by people at work and Maggie. And originally we were going to watch it at Prabby's for like a movie night because like everyone kept talking about it. And then so I finally put it on. I was emotionally not ready for this movie. Um, I felt very emotionally drained for like the whole rest of the night because I had cried so much through this movie. Like because the movie is so long and they really draw out the last little bit of it that I spent 30 minutes because I kept on thinking the movie was ending, but it kept on not ending and it kept on getting sadder. So I spent 30 minutes just crying. And there's like one part, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's like one part where It's really sweet and really cute, and I was just sobbing. Like when you like you cry, there's like crying where you're just like tearing up and like the tears fall out, but then there's like the chest sobs that go along with like sobbing. I was sobbing at that part. Um
Hey, I think it's okay if you spoil it. The movie's been out for a while now.
I I feel like I always feel bad spoiling things. It's just who I am.
You shouldn't because I love spoilers.
I know you love spoilers, but okay. So it's the part where like she realizes that like Waymond was like, no, I can't. I actually no, I can't. I'm gonna cry again. It's still too fresh. And we're not doing another crying episode. Um, it's the part with Waymond and how much she realizes like how different he is, but also how like his different approach on life is like good, and also that like in every universe, I guess, like he's kind of like the thing, like that keeps her going, kind of in a way. And it's just like all the different things that he does for her, and like the happiness that he has made me like really cry. That part also made Jordan tear up. He didn't cry, but he was tearing up at that part. So I'm gonna give it like a double like cry
Wow.
material. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
and
truly a great
like
movie.
it is. And I was like laughing so hard at like the everyone kept on referencing like sausage hands or
The
like
fingers.
sausage fingers, and then it happened and I was so unprepared for it that like I just laughed. Like I could not stop laughing, and I was like crying laughing. And like the part with like the ape with the sausage fingers, that one that had me like dying. Like I was literally just like, I'm gonna rewind this and watch this part again. Like that's how like yeah,
Oh.
great movie. Yeah.
I feel like I need to watch it all in one sitting because me and Nick watched it over the span of like 3 days, I think. Because I think we watched it like during a busy time, and I was like, okay, let's go to bed now. Let's just pause this. And that's why we are not meant for movie theaters anymore, I guess. Well, I am, anyways. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
no, I always get up to pee. But I hear you're supposed to watch this movie in theaters for the full experience.
I would not like to sob in a theater with a lot of people around me. Like I that like makes me very uncomfortable, and I was like telling Jordan, I was like, I'm so happy we did not watch this at the movies because I'd be full on sobbing, and he's just gonna be like, what the fuck, Wanda?
I full out like sobbed in a theater before. That's okay.
Yeah, but like it's just not where I am right now, and it's not what I want to be. So, and
Yeah,
it's okay that you did that.
thank you. I
It's
will
just
cry in
not.
any setting.
Oh, I will only cry in the privacy of my own home.
I respect that.
Ew, emotions, gross. Just kidding. KJK. But yeah, highly recommend that movie. Highly recommend you like watch it from like, I think it's like the buildup of everything. I feel like if you like watch it in parts, you kind of forget what happens, and then the movie's like less good. It's
Mm,
140 minutes, I understand,
mm,
but like just carve out some time during the holidays and just watch it fully.
mm.
Did you cry?
During everything, everywhere.
Yeah.
Hmm. I
Okay.
I didn't sob like you did, but that's why I'm like maybe I should watch it in like one full go because yeah, I only cried during the ending scene, and it was like my normal like movie tears.
I found the ending scene like not the most like cry worthy scene. I think it was just like the parts where like it was like Waymond and her, and I was like, oh, I love you, Waymond. You're so sweet. Yeah. Um, his like the actor's like backstory is also pretty good because he was a kid actor, and then like he basically got no more parts, did other things in the meantime, and then saw Crazy Rich Asians, and then came back. There was also a part of the movie that was kind of interesting because like they would like flash to when mom was like famous in another universe, but they just use clips of like the actress in real life on real life movie premieres.
Yeah.
So like there's like one scene where it's like you can see it says Crazy Rich Asians in the background, and it's like her walking the carpet of Crazy Rich Asians. And I'm like, wow, this like so that's our universe
Mhm.
then.
Mhm. Yeah, usually I don't like the idea of like universe thing because like it gets too messy, but I think they did it pretty well.
Yeah. We it seems like we've been watching a lot of these movies. We just finished Severance. We watched Meet Cute, not a good movie, don't watch it. And we are sort of looking at The Time Traveler's Wife, but I still have problems with that.
How did you finish Severance so fast? Wow, I'm so impressed.
Jordan really liked it, and we just put it on every night.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was slow, um, but the ending was like kind of interesting, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
not spoil that. That feels pretty new too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember the whole time I was like digging my nails into Nick because I was like, oh my god, why aren't they just like go faster? They're going so
yeah.
slow. Um,
I think that's the point though. Like the
mm-hmm.
build up at the very end is like
Mm-hmm.
it's specifically slow, but it doesn't feel necessarily it feels even slower than the entire show is. I could have
Yes.
just fast forward through that entire show and still understood everything.
I think so too. I mean, you wouldn't have understood like the little romance stuff going on, but eh.
Yeah,
Or like
but
the
like,
big reveal at the end.
it's when you have like an attractive main actor and a main actress, you kind of like
Yeah, you assume. Wait,
you can for
what about two old men? Do you assume?
Oh yeah, I right off the bat I was like there's sexual tension here.
Ah,
Like literally within their first meeting, I was like, "Oh, it's like." And then I had the whole conversation with Jordan about like, so I guess like being gay is truly not a memory. It's something that you're literally like, it's a core part of you.
love
And
is love.
yeah, I don't know if that's the message that they were trying to get across, but I was like, that's the message that I got from that.
I love it. Um, yeah. I
Okay,
recommend
what is
White
your?
Lotus, by the way, if you want to watch a
I
show.
tried watching the trailer for White Lotus, and I was like,
Well, the trailer isn't great.
yeah, but like I need the trailer to like entice me to watch it. I might do it
Mm,
just because we're running out of shows.
yeah, there's not a lot. It's like slow. It's definitely there's no really big plot line. It's just like really cool to see everyone's life become intertwined.
Oh, so it's like, you know that like New Year's Eve movie?
Yeah, kind of. It always ends up in a death though.
Oh, okay, so not like the New Year's Eve movie.
Yeah. There might be some romance, but yeah.
Okay, what's your beef or crush of the week?
My crush is Roy from Ted Lasso. I have finally started watching Ted Lasso because of Wanda's recommendation. And Roy is such a great character. He has such range. He has such depth. Um, yeah, and I think like I was stalking him on Wiki, and I was like, wow, he wrote and he executive produced Ted Lasso, and now he's gonna be Hercules. And we had this discussion already, Wanda, but I just love him. I think he's great. Very attractive guy.
I like his comedy in like he is the epitome of what I love in my comedy.
Angry, but also very subtly funny.
Yeah, like it's just so like he doesn't say a lot, but the things that he does say is just so like it's such old man energy, but
Yeah,
like it's
I
he
see.
cares so much at the same time, and it's just like him and his niece. Oh, just
You know what he kind of reminds me of? That's why I love him. It's Nick from New Girl.
yeah, but like more harsh, I guess, and
Yeah,
less lazy.
yes. But
Ooh,
like kind
my
of same
ideal
vibe.
man. Yeah,
Nice.
very same old man vibes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't wait
And
for
him and
his
Kaylee
role.
are great.
Yeah. hmm Spoiler,
Okay.
I'm not even there yet.
Yes, you are.
No, I only read it on Wiki.
Oh,
I'm at the
well,
part where like she and Jamie broke up and like she and Roy are kind of flirty.
every time you say his name, I think of the song that they make up for him. Amy Tart doot 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 doot. And I hate that. I hate that they've done this to me. But sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh, I said I can't wait to see his ongoing roles in the Marvel universe. See him
Get
truly
that
blow
Marvel
up.
money.
He truly deserves to blow up, I think.
I agree.
moving on to today's episode: safe for work, appropriate situations, and what is not appropriate. Um, yeah, I feel like we're in our late 20s. We've kind of established a, I don't know, work personality, what to do, what not to do in the office, but I feel like there's still some gray areas once in a while. And being hybrid in our remote workplaces is certainly a challenge. But we're here to figure it out together. Okay, Wanda, throw us your first situation.
So let's say you're on camera in a Zoom meeting or like a Teams meeting or whatever video conferencing meeting you do. Is it okay to go into your pants and start scratching like your leg or something? Like something you would never do in an actual meeting, but you can do on Zoom because it's only your upper body.
I want to say yes. Wait, something that you would. Wait, okay. So you would scratch your upper body when you're on camera, like here or something.
No, lower body.
Lower
Like let's say
body. Oh, I would
you're
try to
like
be.
wearing pants
Uh huh.
and your inner thigh is itchy. Would you go
Oh.
scratch your inner thigh?
No, but I try to be subtle with it or like turn off my camera.
You would turn off your camera to go scratch it,
I'll
but you
be.
can't see anything.
Okay, then maybe. I feel like if you don't make it like super obvious.
You tell I'm scratching myself right now?
No, see? That's why you're good.
Okay, so is it appropriate though?
Probably not. Like in a workplace.
But like your workplace is your office in your home.
If you were like in person and you're in a room with
Person,
people and they can see you scratching yourself.
arguably, I would still itch myself, but like I would not reach into my pants to itch myself.
Okay, that's fair.
I feel like that would be like where I draw the line in office. But like at home, I don't know. Home feels more loosey goosey.
Well, I'm not really wearing like officially pants under here. I'm wearing like my pajama shorts. So like,
Oh,
that's not really appropriate.
it's hot in your place, isn't it?
Yeah, Nick likes it really warm.
What temperature do you set it at?
Like right now it's probably 22, 23.
Oh, that's not that warm.
It's not bad, but it's like, I don't know. I guess like the hot air sometimes.
Mm.
I sleep warm, so
Oh, I like to, we don't turn our heat on in the at night. We
I
leave it off.
think we turn it down.
Oh, we just like it's never gone below like 72. So it's like let me it's in Fahrenheit. It's not me. I'm not going American. But
Yeah, I think ours goes to like when we turned it off, it went down to like 17 and I woke up freezing.
ooh, 72 is 22 degrees Celsius.
Oh
So when
my.
we don't turn on our heat, it's basically what you guys have when your heat is
What?
on. Yeah, but that's like very cold for me. Like I would need to be in like sweater and sweatpants and socks at 22. I'm
Interesting.
I don't know if our thing is correct now.
I,
Because I'm thinking about 22 degrees in real life, like outside, and I feel like I'm normally in shorts in that wet. I need you
I
to come
mean,
over.
I do remember you do run cold.
I do,
Hmm.
but I also need you to come over to temperature test my home.
No need to come over with a purpose. I'm there.
Nice. Okay. Um, kind of like a side story, and like this does not involve anything, but I think they were planning. So Jordan's best friend Matt is coming back, is in Canada right now, so he's coming down to visit. And he's bringing his high school friend along, and then Jordan also invited Prabby, and originally they were going to go to emo night, and I was like, thank fucking God I'm not here this weekend. Um, and now they're not going to emo night, and they might do other things, but I was like, oh
Wow.
yeah, without me.
Rude.
It's like I chose this fate. It's better this way.
Mm.
Like I was
Hmm.
like, you know what? You guys just have like a guys' night, whatever.
Mm.
And then his friend Matt was like, "Oh, I thought Wanda was coming and she was like gonna bring friends or something." And okay, if someone said that to you, um, would you think that like it means like, oh, like friends to like what would that say to you?
It kind of seems like he wants to hit on your friends.
Right.
A little
Thank
bit,
you.
yeah.
Because like I was like, oh, like, can you say, like, Wanda wants to know if you and your girlfriend are okay? And, like, so Jordan sent it, and Matt was like, yeah, we're fine. Like, and then Jordan's like, no, like, you misunderstood. Like, he just wants to,
Hmm.
like, because it's, like, apparently weird to go dancing just with dudes. He's never been to emo night. But, apparently that is a weird thing for guys to do.
Interesting.
Like, how did guys used to do it when they went out on the prowl for women
That's what I'm
in bars
wondering
and stuff?
too. Yeah. Hmm.
Sorry, I have completely derailed this. So it changed. Not if you no one notice you if no one notices you doing it, or if you turn off your camera, then it's okay and appropriate as long as you're not in the office.
Yes. Okay. I agree with your point. I'm jumping ship to your thing. That yes, you can do it. Don't make it obvious. If you're on camera, if you're in office, don't go below the pants and not too close to your genitals.
How close is too close to your genitals?
Like on top.
Like, but it's like, what if there's like a still layer of, that's so gross. I've actually seen someone do this in the office, and it's disgusting.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have no sense of
Boundaries.
boundaries.
Social etiquette.
Social etiquette, yeah. Is it appropriate to see like a random stranger at work and be like, "Oh, where are you from?" No, where are you from?
Oh, definitely not appropriate in any situation. I feel like usually if you have a good like HR diversity inclusion thing, people don't ask that. They usually will be curious, but they'll wait for you to volunteer that information if you want to. There is no need to know what background you are. How is that helpful to anyone? Um, yeah, not appropriate. Don't do it. Although sometimes when I suspect there's another Vietnamese person, I get kind of excited because I'm like, oh my god, you're young and Vietnamese like me. Do we share the same like culture and upbringing?
Um, does it necessarily have to? Hmm.
I am the
Um,
problem.
yeah.
But I've never done
Like,
this before, by the way. I've never like
okay,
I've just been like really curious, but like I don't ask because I'm too shy.
good. Stay shy. Is one aspect of your life. Stay shy.
Yes, thank you. Is crying in the workplace appropriate?
Yeah, I think crying is okay in some circumstances, but if you cry too much, you'll probably get a talking to by somebody. You're harshing the vibe.
Like, please don't cry because none of us know how to approach you.
Yeah. I feel like this is when you get moved to this room and it's like HR and your manager is there and your manager's like, so like there have been some reports of you crying, not a lot, but a good amount in the office, and it's really just hurting everyone's morale. Like I don't know why I started to go like very deep with my voice. Like
Very Severance.
very Elizabeth Holmes.
Hey, don't worry. You don't want to see me cry? I'm gonna cry even harder now that you brought me into meeting with you and HR.
Yeah, literally as they're having this conversation with you, you're like crying. Show you. Um yeah, that is what are your thoughts?
I'm crying in the workplace?
No.
Oh, I literally cry like all the time at work. Not all the time. I've cried at almost every single workplace except for my last one because I had nothing to cry about.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Well, no, I've only cried at two workplaces officially, so. And both were
Okay.
because one was because I was laid off and one was because I was quitting.
Well, again, okay to cry.
I didn't even know them for more than a week. I cried because I was scared.
Yeah, I don't. That one wasn't even like, oh, I'm gonna miss you so much.
That
It's
was a scaredom. Scaredom's not a word, but I was scaredom.
scared him.
um, what's another workplace situation?
Is it appropriate to have a crush on your boss?
I mean, you can't help your feelings. I think it's okay, but don't act on it.
Yeah. It just gets messy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
HR gets involved, they no longer can be your manager, all that stuff, because you can't date a direct report, I'm pretty sure. Like that's just an HR nightmare. What about like crush on a coworker?
I mean, again, you can't help your feelings. I personally think do not act on it because don't do it, guys. It just gets
Yeah.
messy. As someone with no experience but who has watched a lot of TV, don't do it.
Yeah. Apparently, one of my coworkers were gonna like shoot their shot with like someone else, like on like a different team and stuff, and then like she found out that he had a girlfriend that he really liked. Um,
Uh...
I don't know why like she added the really liked part, but um,
like
but
he
then
can
she was
have a
like,
girlfriend he doesn't
"Ooh."
like. It's okay.
Yeah. Apparently, like she's like his phone background and everything, so it's like real serious.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because like I was like, oh, like because I brought it up one time and I was like, oh, he's kind of like attractive, like he's pretty good looking. And she's like, yeah, I know. And then she was like, I was gonna shoot my shot with him. I was like, damn, okay. Like also like that is some confidence because I
Mhm.
would never.
Me neither. I have also seen attractive coworkers when I was single, and I was also like, I would never go for this, but they cute.
Yeah. I feel like I told this story, but like the like I made this like elaborate plan to like start integrating. I also kind of did this in high school, and I did this again in like my first year of university. But like I made this elaborate plan to try. Like I saw a guy that was like cute, and I knew he was like an intern in a different like on the same floor but a different office. So I like slowly made my friends try to talk to him and integrate him into our group such that I could be like I could see what kind of like personality he had. Just kind of like suss it out and see like if I actually do like want to potentially like date him and stuff. And then he ended up dating one of my friends and they didn't tell me for a while, even though I had already told her, hey, I actually don't like this guy. I think he's just cute. Like I don't like his personality whatsoever. Their relationship did not end well, but you know, um,
That's for the best.
yeah. Like you know that I think that's a song by Taylor Swift where it's like, oh, like he doesn't know, but I like
It's called a mastermind.
yes. That is me. I did this. I made you do this in high school too.
um, it's funny because like since that song Mastermind has come out, like so many girls on TikTok are like kind of spilling like what happened and how they got together with their significant other. And it's also very convoluted and very like slow burn. Like it took them years to like kind of get together, but she was like, haha, I laid the traps. The first domino fell kind of thing. So
Yeah, we
girls are
play 5D
truly
chess.
girls are truly the ultimate chess players.
Yeah, it truly is. And now, see, like the fact that I made you do this in high school, you just got the experience that every other person had,
I
you
literally
know?
don't remember this.
What? Do you not remember what was his name? Like Matt or something? Or like he was like this new guy, he was really tall and like I was very shallow back then.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't even cute. He was just tall.
Yeah, but again, I was very shallow back then. I
You
was
just
actually
like that he was
thinking
tall.
I was thinking back to like all of my crushes in like late high school, like early university, and like the only reason I would like have a crush on them, like they weren't really attractive, but like the fact that they were like really tall, I was like, whoa, like you're attractive. And I was like, that's so shallow.
Yeah. Is he attractive or is he just tall, ladies? Really evaluate here.
Yeah. I mean, like yesterday Jordan said he met his like coworker who's normally in like New York, but they're down in Canada this week, and he's like 6'8". I was like, is he attractive? The answer is no. The
Mm.
answer is he is not attractive. But the fact that
Wait,
he is 6'8".
was Jordan the one to say, like, no, he's not attractive? Like, he
Well,
scoped him out for you?
Jordan said he's not my type. So no, he's not attractive. Like Jordan's type in men is very interesting, and I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's very interesting.
I gotta know.
No,
hmm.
maybe one day.
Hmm. I like it.
Oh. Um, so yes, can't help what you feel,
Mm-hmm.
but do try not to act on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If someone was like, if one of your coworkers was like, "Hey, I want to shoot my shot with this person. Do you think I should do it?" What would you say to them?
I would say, personally, I think no, because you don't know if they're in a relationship or not. How well do you really know them? Also, don't date your coworkers. I would be very
Oh,
honest.
really? Like you
Hmm.
would actually sit down and have that really honest conversation with them?
Well, if they like ask me my opinion, yeah.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
But then if they're like, no, I know they're single, and like I feel like they're giving me signs, I'll be like, okay, it's your life. I just wanted to give my opinion.
You do you, girl.
Yeah, but then also I'll be sad if they don't invite me to their wedding.
Maggie did not believe this would happen. Like, fuck Maggie. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Someone's gonna get burned in this relationship, and it was me.
is it okay to hang out with your male coworker or like the coworker of your preferred sex outside of work?
I think so. It just depends in what context.
What context is it okay and what context would be not okay?
If you guys wanted to um do a double date or hang out with other coworkers, or I don't know, if you wanted to go to this like cool exhibit together or like try out this cool new thing, then maybe. But maybe like, yeah, I think it's okay. It's like still blurry lines because it's like the whole like, is it a date? Is it not a date? And then like don't date your coworker kind of thing. So
So Nick has like a female coworker that he's like sort of close to, or like close enough that he like talks to. Um,
um,
so like at what point would you be like, this makes me feel uncomfortable?
I completely forgot that he had a female coworker. Now everything I said is wrong. Okay, but he does go over to her
Oh,
house.
he went over to her house?
Hmm.
Ah, they're close.
Hmm. I think it's okay. I did ask him early on in our relationship, like, did you like this person? Have you ever liked this person? So negative to both. So I'm like, I'm like, okay. If he does, then that would suck. But they're also in a long term relationship.
What if they weren't?
Then that might be. I don't know. I think I trust him enough.
But like, what would be like, what would he do that would be like, ooh, this feels like not safe for work? Outside of, the typical not safe for work things.
hmm. I think if they I think if they had like a whole outing together for a day, I feel like that's too much. Just them two.
But like getting dinner is okay.
Yeah, I think so. Mm, yeah, okay. I'll be sad that I'm not there because like I like going out, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. How dare you not invite me to dinner?
yeah. But I'm like, I guess it's like not awful. Yeah. I mean, it's also hard to relate because I don't often go out to dinner with my male friends, only like Prabby.
Was a male friend.
Yeah. And I have no other male friends.
I mean, you do.
I
You're
do,
just
but I just go out to dinner with Prabby the most.
yeah. Also still a male friend.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But I think as
um
long as you trust your significant other, it's okay. But yeah,
yeah.
coworkers doing too much.
Yeah. I feel like I need like usually I'm not the type of person to be like I try to like imagine situations, but like for this reason, like for this one, I can't seem to imagine a situation where I feel like this is where I would draw the line, which is kind of interesting. And like Jordan's company doesn't hire enough females. So,
Oh no.
yeah. Would it be weird? Like, I guess it's like, because it's like, then there's like the power imbalance, right? Then I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, why are you like, why are you going out to, like, it feels a little bit worse if he's going out to, we had this conversation before actually.
You and Jordan?
No, like yes, me and Jordan, but also me and you. Like we were talking about like would it be weird if he went like with like a co-op or something that
Oh,
wasn't on his team for like lunch or something. And it wasn't weird, but I think
no. I think it's
yeah.
like a networking thing for the co-op.
Yeah. And it's like but it's like what if they start hanging out outside of work? Like I
Then
feel like
weird.
there's a weird power
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
balance there.
That's definitely weird.
Yeah.
If you're
So,
gonna hang out,
um
stick to work hours.
yeah. Honestly, it's like because they don't hire enough females at that company, it's like we don't I don't know how I feel about this yet.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But
Yeah.
I think it would be okay. It's weird because I have my opinions when it's like not related to me, and then as soon as it's related to me, I'm like, 180. I'm okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh, like if they do this and this is bad, and then you're like, oh, wait a second.
Wait a second, my boyfriend does that.
Yeah, I think it's just like the line, I guess, is wherever you draw it as
Hmm.
within
Hmm.
your own relationship.
Yeah.
Um, do you think that it is appropriate to a thing like it's like a time thing, it's time stealing? What is that called? Like when you're
Time theft.
on the time theft? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Is it okay for time? Well, theft is like a past tense, isn't it? So
Okay,
it's like
time stealing.
thieving, time thieving. Is it okay to thieve time?
um, like in the context of take a nap or like dilly dally while you're like
Yeah.
supposed to be working,
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Wait,
I
depends on
agree.
like how much you do it. Like as long as you can get your work done, like you can manage your own deadlines, then go for it. But I think if you are not capable of doing that, then no. Like I've had days in previous jobs where I have taken a nap for almost the whole day. So, I don't recommend that, but it was a very slow day. I had nothing to do. So, not my current job to any current employers, but definitely a previous role.
Yeah. As long as you get what you need to do done, like I don't see a problem with
Hmm.
taking some time for yourself because it's like in the end, it's like if you're working somewhere where it's like they care so much about when you're online or like when you're at your computer, it's just like dumb.
Yeah. And I think like when you're in the office anyways, you're gonna dilly dally. Like you go out, we get some coffee, you'll talk to your coworkers, like you're not gonna be working the full 8 hours anyway. So I think do what you have to do to be productive.
Yeah. Um, truly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I say this because I've been taking. Sometimes I roll out of bed and just start working, but then like an hour or two later, I'm like, I'm gonna go shower. But it's like technically that is like work time, but it's like,
Yeah,
it's okay.
I feel like this is okay.
Yeah. You know what? We're all part of the capitalist cog,
Hmm.
and they're
Hmm.
not gonna miss you for 30 minutes
Hmm.
or an
Hmm.
hour.
I agree. Following your manager and coworkers on social media. I don't know if that's a good one though.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Um, Side story. So, it was when I like for my current role, it took a very long time for hiring. And my manager had actually like 2 weeks after my interview date, like I still hadn't heard anything. And then my manager added me on LinkedIn. And I was like, what is this psychological game that she is playing? Like, what the heck is this? Like, you haven't like I have never gotten like an offer or anything, but like they like she added me. But then I never got an offer. I was like, oh, okay, she added me. I'm gonna get an offer within the next few days. No. But I just found out like yesterday that it was like she was like she wanted to like hint to me that like potential like she wanted me not to like accept another offer. So she wanted to like hint to me that like we wanted you. And then so she like added me on LinkedIn because of that, because they were like she got sick with COVID and like they were taking a really long time with like offers and stuff. And she's like, I just need to get the offers out. So she came to work while like having vertigo, while being like very like nauseous and sick from COVID. Um, to like finish off the interviews so they could like get them out really quickly, like the offers and stuff, because she's like, I don't want to lose like these people. um and then they were like, yeah, we're gonna need like a few more weeks. We need we need to have like conversations about like the budgeting, and like we need to get sign off and all that stuff. And she's like, I came to work when I had COVID so that I can get these done, and you do this to me. But yeah, so I found out that that is why she followed me on LinkedIn, but I did not get an offer immediately afterwards. But in my head for the longest time, I was like, this is psychological warfare.
See, I think that's sweet. I think LinkedIn is okay because I've also added interviewers before, but I think like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter.
I
I
think
feel like
if you
that's
guys
too.
are like close enough, like I think it's okay to like follow each other on Instagram and stuff, because you can make friends at work who transcend like the work relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like if you've made that transition, that's fine. But if you haven't made that transition, I'm probably not going to accept your like invite to follow me on Instagram or like be friends with me on Facebook, because that's just weird. We don't have that relationship developed yet. So why would I do this?
I personally am very shy about that, and I like keeping like a work life personal difference thing. So my manager, usually I will not, but if I leave, then I will accept. But coworkers, I will accept, but only if they ask me. I will not ask
Yeah.
them for their socials.
Yeah. Another way is like just don't have social media so then they can't follow you anyways.
Yes.
When is it appropriate, do you think, to like add someone on LinkedIn? Like let's say you're in the interview process. When do you think it's an appropriate time to add someone?
Oh, I literally think whenever you want is okay because it's just LinkedIn.
People have differing opinions about this apparently. I was reading about this on Reddit, and it was like some people are like, if you, like, I'm so sorry because you had added this manager on LinkedIn, they were like, no, they're too cocky, or like they're too confident that they got the role or something, so we don't want them. Then
Oh, hiring manager.
yeah.
I've never
Then on
done
the
that.
other, oh, so you
Only
just
the
mean like
recruiter.
recruiter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Recruiter I feel like is okay because I think they interview so many people that I'm like I'm gonna get them to remember me. And if they post a cool job, then I'll see it. Hiring
Yes.
manager I feel like is a little sus to do before you get an offer.
Yeah.
Except
I
if they invite you, then I think it's okay.
yeah.
Not the other way around.
Again, it could be psychological warfare
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
though. Yeah, I agree with that, because I was like, oh my gosh, you're so like
mm-hmm.
loosey
Loosey
goosey
goosey.
with how you like add people and accept people and stuff, and I was like, damn, like that's some confidence. I was like, I wish I could do that.
No, I'm not that confident. Don't worry.
Is it okay to lurk them and show up as like you recently viewed their profile, if like before an interview or something?
Oh, yeah, it is what it is. You should know your enemy.
I used to do it incognito because I was like, oh, I don't want them to find out. But now I've just been flat out doing it, being and then like just showing up, being like, you know what? It shows that I like looked into your background, know like familiarized with like your experience and stuff, and like I think it shows initiative. Like
Hmm.
there's like if they have something they say and they're like, oh, we don't like that, we don't like that you found us, like it's very private, but it's like it's LinkedIn, it's like
Hmm.
that's the point of LinkedIn.
Hmm.
So you don't want to work there anyways.
Yeah.
We really drew hard lines. Not drawing much at all.
We drew them and then
Thanks.
erased it.
Yeah, we it's like we drew one and then erased it and then drew it again and then erased it, and now it's
Hmm.
just like a squiggly light line.
Yeah, so truly, lines are always blurred.
It well,
Well,
that is
no,
also
to your own discretion and understanding.
yes, because when you start to say that lines are blurred for in the workplace like that.
Sorry, I don't want to get canceled.
So thanks for listening to another episode. We're rearing towards Christmas, so we might stop episoding.
We'll take a
Oh,
break.
actually, what? Okay, yeah. Thanks for listening to another episode. Happy December. Happy first week of December. Second week of December. I don't know. But go follow us and like us on social media, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And go listen to us and like us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. And join us next Thursday for another episode of Apologetically Me. Bye.
Bye.